This is a video about my Citizen Brycen Echo Drive. I'm making it a few years now after I first obtained it. And the reason I'm doing it is I want to do a review of how well it has stood up over the years. I've worn this watch frequently and I love it. I think it looks better with age. It's held up very nicely, has no dings. I try to be careful with it, but it has weathered any abuse that may have come its way very well. And it's still, the leather on the strap looks really nice, and the watch itself looks really nice. This is a chronograph watch, and as you see, the chronograph function works perfectly. Some of the negative things people say about this is that the date is a little hard to see sometimes. I agree that can be a problem sometimes, but I still think it's a beautiful watch. One thing I can tell you about this watch is that of all the watches I have, this one gets comments probably the most. People notice it and will tell me that they like the watch I'm wearing. Now, if you watch this channel, The Poor Man's Watch Collection, I don't have any really high-end watches, and I am kind of in the situation where I can't justify spending a lot of money on a really high-end watch. It's just not, I can't imagine doing that right now because there are so many other financial responsibilities in my life that the watches I have are very nice and I enjoy them a lot. This is one of the watches at the top of that list. And we'll stop the chronograph and reset it. Okay, now this is an Echo Drive, something that Citizen calls an Echo Drive, meaning that the battery is charged through light, sunlight and other light, and it has worked since 2017, which is 6 or 7 years ago, flawlessly. Now, one thing I've heard, and I don't know yet, I'm watching to see if this is true. There are people that say that the Echo Drive battery system wears out after 7, 8, 9 years, whatever, and then it costs more than the watch itself to have it replaced, from what I've heard. The watch has not shown any signs that this is a problem yet. I imagine it could happen one day, and I'm gonna see if that's true. I'll do a video if it does stop working because the Echo Drive system poops out. I don't know how that works, but anyway, this watch, the Brycen, is one in a line of Echo Drives. There are others, various styles that have been quite popular. It's nice not to have to change a battery like on a regular quartz watch, but it isn't an automatic mechanism as some of my other watches. Now, like I say, I've loved this watch. And let's take a look at it on. So this is what the watch looks like on. This is how it fits. I've got a fat wrist. Some people with watches this size, the watch looks like they've got a teacup saucer on their wrist. I guess I'm kind of lucky because watches tend to be larger today, and even big ones like this look really comfortable and well suited on my wrist. But that's what it looks like on. I'll give some dimensions and stats about the watch, and I'm gonna show a few more pictures of other Echo Drives, but this is my Citizen Brycen Echo Drive that I've worn now since 2017, and I've loved it. Had lots of comments from people, strangers, waiters, people in stores, people I do business with. Ooh, tell me about your watch. What's that watch? And I like that. I mean, not that not that you should wear a watch to be concerned about what other people say about it. That's not my point. My point is that it's a nice looking watch and people seem to notice. I mean, I think that even people that wear Rolexes and Omegas and expensive watches, a lot of people have no idea about the watch they're wearing, would never notice it, would never realize that it was valuable. And so when somebody makes a comment and says they like it, it's because it looks nice, and they think it's nice. There's the clasp. So you see the wear. There has been wear. It's kind of looks broken in now. It's still very nice looking after 6 years of wearing it. Nice watch. Now this watch has a story with it that you may have heard on my other video about it. My wife gave me this watch. A co-worker in 2017 was paying her a lot of attention, and we were all telling her, hey, this guy is up to no good. And she said, no, he's fine. He's not. You guys are misjudging him. And he gave her for Christmas a present of a Christmas basket full of goodies, chocolates and things. None of us wanted to share them. And as she went through, all the fake, I don't know, the shredding, it looks like grass in an Easter basket. She was looking through it. There was chocolates and cookies and things like that. She finally came to a little box, and it had a diamond necklace in it. She cried. She felt so bad. But we took the necklace back to the jeweler, said we wanted to return it, and they immediately recognized that this sort of thing came because it was an unwelcome gift from somebody that shouldn't be giving her a gift like that. She said, yeah, that's the case. And so they couldn't give her much credit back. She didn't want it. She didn't want to give it to a daughter. She didn't want to trade it for some other jewelry for herself. And so I said, how about a watch for me? And she said, yeah, I'll do that. So the jeweler said, that's a wonderful idea. And so he gave us the value of the watch plus a check for $60. And he told my wife, take your husband out to dinner, tell him that you feel really bad that all this happened. So I was thinking of, I'm going to show, I didn't do this. I was thinking of having it engraved on the back there, with love from Doug. Gave my wife a fancy necklace. I ended up wearing a nice watch instead. All that's water under the bridge. Men or women, nobody can avoid the situation where somebody gives them has an unwelcome advance like that. So anyway, this watch is the story of that. I always tell her when I wear it, I'm very thankful for her, and I'm very proud that other men notice her, and it doesn't bother me at all. But the watch reminds me, Doug loses and I win. So that's the story, and I'll give these stats in just a second. So the case width is 44 millimeters, and the lug width is 22. It's a 22, very common size. I like the band. I've never thought of changing it. You can see on my wrist about how high it is. But anyway, that's my Citizen Brycen. I hope to wear it for a few more years at least. I love the way it looks, and I really enjoy this watch. It's something in my watch collection, my poor man's watch collection, something that gives me a lot of joy. So do I recommend it? Yeah, I really do. I really do recommend it. So that's how it's been after 6 years.